Hi everyone, my name's Jaleese and today's presentation is based on Western Sydney University's libraries. My peers Billy and Sadia and I will be taking you through the current physical and digital challenges that Western Sydney University libraries currently face. As you can see on the next slide, this presentation will entail a high level of Western Sydney University library background, problem statement, design thinking process, recommendations, and a proposed solution, as well as an overall summary. To add further context, there are 7 campuses across Australia. Western Sydney University Library aims to provide content to all Western Sydney University Library staff, students, and the wider community, as well as online services. To mitigate the current physical and digital challenges, incorporating the 5 phases of design thinking theory to assist in problem solving will be beneficial for the Western Sydney University Library. Therefore, providing all Western Sydney University Library users with platforms provide a more user-friendly experience. To address issues regarding budgetary constraints, outdated digital infrastructure, and changing user expectations. Examples of current challenges are limited access to digital resources, outdated infrastructure, and budgetary constraints. Despite these challenges, it also opens up opportunities for Western Sydney University Library users to connect with each other, employs collaboration and engagement. More importantly, it develops organisational culture. I will now be passing you on to Billy to take you through the design thinking process.
Thanks, Jaleese. During the next part of the presentation, I will be taking you through the design thinking concept, as well as how the integration of this concept can benefit Western Sydney University libraries. What is the design thinking process? According to Brown 2009, the design thinking concept comprises of 5 phrases, which include empathy, define, ideate, prototyping, and testing. Essentially, this process can be used as a valuable set of skills to help conflict resolution. First up, we have the empathize phase. This allows WSUL to apply a human-centered approach toward improving the physical and technological infrastructure. It also cultivates inclusiveness and engagement by developing more of an understanding of the end user's perspective. Therefore, in this case, it would allow all of those who utilize the WSUL campuses, such as staff, students, community members, and alumni. So the next step in the process is the define phase. The key components in this phase is to identify the current physical space constraints, improve WSUL's current digital infrastructure, and lastly, it's to cement a basis or foundation as a stepping stone to establish the next steps in the process. Thirdly, the ideate phase employs key advantages such as fostering collaboration of internal and external stakeholders with an invested interest. It also involves brainstorming sessions and workshops to enable those involved within the sessions to identify and explore potential opportunities of how they can improve WSUL campuses. Establishing the first 4 phases creates a solid foundation for the prototype phase, compiling of advantages that enable the opportunity to develop digital interfaces, designing a WSUL app that is customer-centric and user-friendly, as well as the ability to navigate and capture the efficiencies and benefits of each prototype. To further illustrate the previous phase, the test phase demonstrates the initial exposure to a test environment for newly improved digital interfaces. This allows all users to test a WSUL app and essentially try and break the app to ensure there are no gaps in its ability to provide content. The value of this phase allows the end user to provide WSUL with feedback and suggestions of any tweaks that may need to be implemented before rolling this out to the wider WSU community. Overall, each phase has its unique purpose throughout the design thinking process. Therefore, it is imperative that WSUL utilize these design thinking principles in sequential order to improve their physical and digital infrastructure.
Thanks, Billy, for the detailed analysis of the design thinking process. Now let's look at the recommendation. Our key recommendation for Western Sydney University Library include enhancing digital navigation with a user-friendly interface to simplify access to resources and improve the search experience, which aligns with the user-centered design principles. Expanding the digital resource collection by building academic partnership, like providing a wider range of materials that support diverse research needs and modernizes Western Sydney University Library's digital offerings. Improving the library's physical layout by creating accessible, collaborative space that foster effective study environments and align with the changing user behavior and preferences in libraries. These targeted steps are designed to address the common challenges faced by Western Sydney University Library users and positions the library as a vital academic resource adaptable to evolving needs. To bring these recommendations to life, we need to look at the following solutions. Implement a user-centric digital platform. Develop a digital interface with advanced search filters, personalized recommendation, and intuitive navigations to make resource access simpler and more aligned with user needs. This solution focuses on enhancing the user experience through empathy-driven insights. Expand digital resource collection. Partner with academic publishers to broaden Western Sydney University Library digital offerings, enabling students and faculty to access a more diverse range of research materials. This strategic expansion aligns with current digital transformations goals in academic libraries. Enhance physical layout and infrastructure. Introduce updated, clear signage for easy navigation, dedicated quiet study and group collaboration area, and tech-integrated zones to foster a conducive environment for learning. These physical improvements can help bridge digital and physical experience in ways that meet evolving user expectation in educational libraries. By implementing this solution, Western Sydney University Library can create a more effective, inclusive, and a responsive library experience, directly addressing the needs of identified through the design thinking process. Design thinking is ideal for Western Sydney University's library's need due to its focus on empathy, iteration, and adaptability. Through users' journey mapping, we can gain critical insights into pain points, ensuring solutions directly that addresses user needs. The iterative process is also key. By testing prototypes and gathering feedback, Western Sydney University Library can continuously adapt to changing demands, maintaining user satisfaction over time. In a sense, design thinking doesn't just solve today's issues. It creates a flexible framework for ongoing improvement, making Western Sydney University Library a user-centric, future-ready library.
Overall, to summarise today's presentation, it is important for Western Sydney University libraries to apply a user-centric approach to identify challenges, along with the integration of the design thinking concepts and tools to provide recommendations and solutions that benefit all Western Sydney University library users. That brings us to the end of the presentation. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for the questions. Bye for now.